Welcome to the Non-Negotiable Living Podcast, where we're building lives by design by creating non-negotiable habits around fitness, family, faith, and financial freedom.
Hey everybody, Ashley here. I'm super excited about our topic today because it's something that's near and dear to my heart and something that I work on coaching my clients to every single day. And that topic that we're diving into is crucial for anyone looking to achieve their fat loss and muscle growth goals. And it is the pitfall of undereating. If you've been caught in the cycle of eating less to try and lose weight, only to find that it's not working the way that you hoped, this episode is for you. So we're going to explore the science behind why undereating can actually hinder your progress and how you can shift to a more effective and sustainable approach. First, we're going to dive into the science behind undereating. So let's start by understanding why undereating hasn't been serving your goals. Many people believe that eating less is the key to fat loss, but this approach can have serious drawbacks. So the first thing that we need to consider is metabolic slowdown. When you're consistently eating too few calories, your metabolism slows down to conserve energy. And this slowdown can make it harder to lose fat and even lead to weight gain once you return to normal eating patterns. Most women who have been on a fat loss journey at some point have eaten, on 1,200 calorie diets. For some reason, that's the number I hear so often. I'm eating 1,200 calories. Let's be clear, 1,200 calories is not enough calories for a 12-year-old girl, let alone a grown woman who is exercising and active throughout the day and walking and trying to achieve muscle growth and fat loss. It's just not enough. So let's start with that. So if you are on a crazy calorie deficit, like 1,200 calories, stop now. It is not benefiting you. It's not supporting you. It is never going to get you to your goals. And when you consistently undereat to that level, you experience that metabolic slowdown. You do allow your metabolism to slow in an effort to balance out the fact that your intake is so low. A lot of people who have gone to those low calorie deficits will experience brain fog, bloating, discomfort, not sleeping well. There's so many byproducts that come that are negative from eating so few calories in a day. Now, the next thing to consider when you're eating so few calories is the hormonal imbalance that it causes. So undereating can disrupt your hormone levels, including those related to hunger and stress. So for example, low calorie intake can decrease levels of leptin, and leptin is a hormone that signals fullness, and it can increase the levels of ghrelin, which simulates hunger. This puts you completely out of whack. When you're undereating and these hormones are triggering the wrong feelings, it can cause so many problems. But additionally, a calorie deficit can increase cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which leads to fat retention, especially around the abdomen. If any of you women have been on a low calorie diet and thought, gosh, my stomach is so distended, I'm so bloated, I look pregnant, I just don't feel good, look good, I'm holding so much weight around my belly, it's because you are putting your body in a state of stress. You are increasing your stress hormones because your body thinks it's going to starve. So you're spiking your cortisol, which is making it harder for you to lose body fat, and it's causing you to put more body fat on. So you can see how this completely goes against everything that you're trying to achieve. The last thing to consider is nutrient deficiencies. Consuming too few calories often means that you're not getting enough of the essential nutrients that you need in your diet. And this can affect everything from your energy levels, your immune system, your muscle repair, your muscle growth, your sleep quality, again, your hormone levels. There's so many things that this impacts. And we have to fuel our bodies the right way. We have to feed the machine. We have to get enough nutrients into our day. We are grown humans. We're exercising. We're active. If we truly want to build muscle, lose body fat, achieve this lean, toned, defined look, then we have to fuel our bodies properly. So what got us here? Why is this the norm now? And it's really about diet culture, perpetuating the myth that eating less is the fastest route to achieving your body goals. However, this approach is not only unsustainable, but it's counterproductive. So yes, you do have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, but we want to keep that calorie deficit moderate to minimal. And my approach with my clients is always a minimal calorie deficit and increased output. So I aim for about a 300 calorie deficit. For one, because eating low calories sucks. It makes you tired, you're hungry, you get hangry, you don't have energy, sometimes your brain doesn't function as well. Again, you get that brain fog, that tiredness. So I happen to be the kind of person, I personally experience all of those things if I'm in a deficit. So I go with a minimal deficit. A lot of coaches and trainers will approach deficits at around 500 calories below maintenance. And yes, you can see faster results when it comes to fat loss, but that's because you're eating less. So you can achieve the results faster, but I find that a slow and controlled sustainable approach is the best route to be consistent. Because what I see too many times when people are on 500 calorie deficits is they'll do great Monday through Friday, but Saturday and Sunday, their calories are through the roof and it offsets all that hard work they did all week. So when you can sustainably approach a deficit with minimal calories being pulled out, the better. So that's why I encourage people to walk every day, because you can increase your calorie burn without increasing your hunger, which will help support the fat loss. Back to this diet culture and the misconception of eating less to achieve your body goals. So many women have a fear of eating more. And I see this so much with my clients that come to me that say, Ashley, how could I possibly eat more and lose weight? I've been eating low calories for months and months and not seeing any progress. And I'll tell them, that's why you're not seeing progress. You're not fueling your body the right way. So diet culture often makes us fear eating more, believing that it'll lead to weight gain. And this fear can prevent you from fueling your body properly, which is essential for both fat loss and muscle growth, especially if you're trying to achieve body recomposition and build muscle and lose body fat simultaneously. Now, the other thing is diet culture has made people chase short-term fixes. And many meal plans promote extreme calorie restriction as a quick fix, but these plans rarely result in long-term success, and they often lead to rebounded weight gain and can damage your relationship with food. Most women I know have been on a diet that tells them they can't eat any carbs, or they need to eat less than 50 grams of carbs a day, or they need to cut out alcohol, or they can't eat bread, pasta, and rice. You know, there's so many restrictive diets out there, and I don't find that it serves anybody. In my opinion, the easiest way to achieve your body goals and maintain it long term is to not deny yourself anything that you want. It's just about everything in moderation. That is the approach that I take with my clients, is that I will never say a food is bad. I will never say something is off limits. I will never give you food guilt. Food guilt is really something that I help my clients work through. And it's the approach of everything is fine in moderation. And we want to be eating the right foods that support our goals 80% of the time, and that other 20% is yours to enjoy. Anything in my program, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. But any diet that you're on that is unsustainable is never going to work, because the only diet or approach that works is the one you can stick with forever. So we have to get out of the mindset of chasing short-term quick fixes. It has to be about sustainability, it has to be about longevity, and it has to be about something that we can create a lifestyle around. We need to stop chasing these crash diets. It is ruining your progress. It is ruining your relationship with food. It is giving you food guilt, and it's going to make it harder for you in the long run to be successful in achieving your goals. So to truly achieve and maintain your goals, you need to focus on sustainable nutrition. And this means eating enough to support your body's needs while still creating a manageable calorie deficit. So like I said, I aim for the about 300 below maintenance. I almost never put my clients anywhere near that 500 unless we have to. You know, if we could hit that 300 mark consistently on the 80-20 rule, so 8 out of every 10 days, and then increase our output through walking, that is my much preferred approach, and it's the approach that I take and have taken for years and years. So let's talk about the healthy approach to fat loss and muscle growth. I guess the big question is, how can you effectively lose body fat and build muscle while avoiding the pitfalls of undereating? So here's the approach I take with my clients. Minimal calorie deficit. Instead of extreme calorie restriction, we aim for a minimal deficit of around 300 calories a day. This moderate approach helps you lose fat while preserving muscle mass and maintaining your metabolism. So example, if your maintenance calories is 2,000 a day, a 300 calorie deficit would put you at 1,700 calories. And this allows for slow, steady, sustainable weight loss. And it allows you the flexibility to not fall off consistently. The next part that I like to focus on is increased calorie output with walking. So incorporating daily steps into your routine, I recommend aiming for 10,000 steps a day. This increases your calorie output without requiring extreme dietary changes, and it also doesn't increase your hunger the way that running those steps would. I recommend people wearing an Apple Watch or carrying their phone with them so that they could use the internal pedometers to actually check their steps. You know, unfortunately, after COVID, a lot of people are working from home and they don't realize that they don't actually get that many steps in throughout the day. So a lot of people are very shocked to find that their steps are lower than they think. And according to the National Institute of Health, anything under 5,000 steps a day is considered sedentary. The next thing that I work on with my clients is protein prioritization, because protein is crucial for muscle repair and growth, and it helps you feel full and satiated. So if you truly want to increase your muscle mass and decrease your body fat percentage, you have to be getting enough protein to fuel that muscle growth. The next really important thing to make sure you're getting in your diet, especially as women in your 30s, 40s, 50s, is fiber. Fiber supports digestion and it helps regulate blood sugar levels. Additionally, as you increase your protein intake, if you're not used to that previously, the fiber is going to help ensure that you stay regular, stay comfortable, and you don't get extra bloated. When we talk about increasing protein, we want to focus on things like lean meats, chicken, fish, legumes, and then some high fiber foods such as vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains. Incorporating all of those into your meals would really help you. The next thing is just avoiding that extreme calorie restriction. Again, the misconception is that very low calories are effective and they'll get you to your goals. However, that 1,200 calorie mark is not enough for an adult woman. It's not sufficient for anybody, for most adults, and it's not sustainable. The next thing to think about is needing to reverse diet. So if you've been at 1,200 calories for a significant amount of time, sometimes you're going to need to reverse diet out of that to get your metabolism to boost back up to working properly. If you jump directly from 1,200 calories a day to 2,000 maintenance calories, you might put on some weight. You might feel very uncomfortable in the beginning because of how much extra food that is. When you work on reverse dieting, you're gradually increasing your calorie intake to restore your metabolic health and support your long-term fat loss and muscle growth. So my best recommendation would be to start by increasing your calories by 100 to 200 a day and monitor how your body responds. And this gradual approach will help prevent the weight gain and support your metabolism. Overall, guys, the conclusion here is that undereating is not the solution to achieving your fat loss and muscle growth goals. Instead, we need to focus on a balanced approach, which includes minimal calorie deficit, increased physical activity, proper protein and fiber intake, and a sustainable caloric intake. This will support your body's needs and help you achieve your goals to maintain your health in the long term and make sure that the goals and progress that you achieve is sustainable. Thank you for joining me on this episode. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe, leave a review, share with anybody who might benefit from it. And I'll see you next time with more insights and strategies to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. Until then, remember to fuel your body properly, stay consistent, keep working on those non-negotiable habits. You guys got this.